And I'm Reverend Spaceman.
And I'm not Reverend Spaceman. I am...
Jordan.
Yeah, Jordan.
Jordan.
Yes, Jean.
Jean.
My name is Gaston
Yeah.
from Beauty and the Beast.
That was a movie that came out recently.
Yep.
It was fine.
Pretty good.
Yeah. I didn't buy any toys from it, so...
You didn't get those dolls
No.
that they have at Walmart?
Nope. Missed that opportunity. I probably still have them.
I was going to go to the car and bring mine out, but if you didn't get any, then I'll hold off for another day.
Yeah, we'll talk about it when they do Beauty and the Beast 2.
Yeah.
The live-action adaptation of the direct-to-DVD Disney movie, which I'm sure is coming.
2019.
Probably. It's. I'm sure it's in the woodwork. But this is the toy aisle!
Toy aisle, we're going to talk about some toys tonight. We're going to talk about them all day and night. We're going to talk some toys.
You're goddamn right. Which that reminds me, not a toy thing, but Better Call Saul is really good.
How far are you in?
I'm caught up.
How many seasons are there?
There's just 2. The third one
13,
premieres,
12 episodes?
10.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's not bad.
Yeah, you can watch it in one sitting like I did.
You binger, you.
I'm a dirty bingy.
You binge hard over on that
Binging
couch.
so hard.
You were binging when I got in here.
Get my Saul
It was Ock.
Guerrera.
Yes!
Look at that stuff.
I'm at like a 60 right now. I need to bring it down to a 12.
Man, I want to watch Battlefield Earth again.
Commentary.
Yes.
That just needs to be a Fathom event.
Yeah, it does. Man, why is that not?
They should have done it last year, 15th anniversary.
Yeah, like that.
Now we have to wait till like 2021
Is the 15th
or 2020.
Is the 15th anniversary of Battlefield Earth not worth the re-release?
Yeah.
What is wrong with the
on.
world?
Come on, Fathom. Step your game up. Quit
Stop.
showing anime stuff or whatever that stuff's called.
Yeah, anime is just garbage. Show real quality.
It's doo-doo.
movies.
It's doo-doo.
I'm not that into it.
Nah.
Yeah, toy stuff.
Yeah,
right?
what do we got?
I guess recent. I'm gonna call it Spotlight from here on forth because whatever. So you want to go first? What you got?
This is actually a recent purchase.
Ooh.
Surprisingly, it's Star Wars, of course.
You're not that into Star Wars.
It's all right. I'm more of the Trekkie Beetleborgs kind of guy.
Yeah, Beetleborgs.
VR troopers, but
Beetleborgs is pretty magical.
yeah. But this usually I would hold off on the Star Wars stuff, but knowing your appreciation for this specific toy
Oh yeah.
and how kind of rare it is to find it in stores.
Yeah.
I actually found this in stores. It's the Star Wars Clone Wars Samurai Jack,
yeah.
version of General Grievous. The first time we actually see Grievous.
It was.
And, the designs are quite different. Samurai, which is why I said that. But I think this particular line came out in 2005, which was a couple years after, but they were doing toys in anticipation of episode 3.
Yeah.
So.
And they had some toys, I think, while it was running, too. Because it ran, like...
Well, I think, what was it? Oh...
It was 03 and 04,
yeah,
I think.
Yeah, so this was, like, coming out, like, right...
Yeah, they literally
at
did
the height
leading up to...
Yeah, leading up to episode 3, which I don't even recall seeing that many in stores back in the day.
Yeah.
Because I was still pretty big into collecting at this time. I really didn't get out of collecting until after episode 3 had been released, so I would have come across these.
It was that really weird era when, like, unless it's a movie Star Wars, it's just kind of hard to find.
Yeah, because even the guy at the shop when I bought it said, "Oh wow, this is pretty cool. We haven't had this for very long." I was like, yeah, I don't think I've ever seen one from that. I haven't seen any of those like in stores. I think like at certain cons you can find them, but generally they're like $20, and I got this one for $5.
And that's like
it's my favorite one.
It's my favorite version of Grievous.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's what the guy said. He's like, this is the first time we saw Grievous. And how awesome he looked.
Yeah.
He's like, when we first saw him, you thought he was going to actually do something great in the movies. And I was like, yeah.
No, that didn't happen.
He coughs a lot.
Yeah, which they do explain in this special. Like, in the last scene of it, he's escaping with Palpatine, and then Mace does like a Force crush on him, and he starts coughing. So
yeah, man, I would like to get this figure autographed by Matthew Wood, who voiced him.
Yeah,
because I got Matthew Wood's autograph last year at the Comic-Con.
He's gonna get Celebration.
Yeah, he's gonna be there, but I'm trying.
You gonna do it?
I kind of want to for that, but there's other people I want to get that never do.
Yeah.
Like, Denny Lawson's going to be there, who played Wedge.
No, that takes priority.
He never does cons.
Wow.
So that's like...
Come on, Kidster.
Yeah, that's the most... It's going to be probably the rarest autograph there. But it would be awesome. But Matthew Wood does plenty of conventions, so I can probably hold off and try to get him in the future.
Yeah.
But it would be really neat to get that one just because it's... You don't see that toy around.
Yeah.
Definitely that product. And I knew you were a big fan of that specific series.
Yeah, it's... I own
definitely
it on
wanted
DVD.
a spotlight, yeah.
Dave has it right now, but it's my property.
So you say. It's his now.
Oh, we'll just see about that. What kind of sucks is I don't think it'll ever get a Blu-ray release because of Disney.
Yeah, I never really thought about that, but...
I mean, it's still... The DVDs still look great. I watched them before we saw Force Awakens when I marathoned the whole, you know. And yeah, it looks great still on the DVD, but I would like to see it.
Yeah, it'd be nice.
Blu-ray, but
I wouldn't totally count it out, but I also wouldn't be expecting it anytime soon.
It'll be nice, but if it doesn't happen, like, fine.
I would probably say at the earliest, maybe the end of the decade.
Yeah.
But I thought it was a really neat toy. This would actually look really cool out of the box, of course, but... I mean, there's... On the back of it, there's another 7 to collect that you can see. The Grievous one was always my favorite.
Oh, yeah.
So much mystery around him at that time.
Yeah, because, like, the first time he showed up, he didn't do the arm thing either.
No.
He killed
They just kind of
5.
slowly came out and
Yeah.
were like, oh, he can do this. Now he can do this.
He was using
now
his
he can do
feet
that.
and, like, jumping around on one foot, holding 3 lightsabers, and he took out, like, 6 or 7 Jedi.
Yeah. But yeah, it was... You can't beat that for $5. And I was on just a random hunt. Just wanting to collect a couple more Star Wars figures just to have, and came across that. I was like, oh, definitely getting that. Put the other one I had up.
Yeah, you cannot beat that. Like, it was $5 for this, and it's like over a decade old still.
Yeah,
in the box.
if you go to other cons and find that, it'll probably be maybe 15 at the cheapest, more like 20, 30 range. And
like the back's a little warped because it's probably been in some sun, but like that is like minimal.
Oh yeah,
you know, it's,
to be 12, 13 years old now.
Yeah. Like, I'm surprised there's no yellowing on the plastic or anything.
Yeah, it's in great condition.
Yeah. It's the best Grievous I've ever seen. I mean that.
That and the Elite Series Grievous I have are really awesome. I'll have to bring that in one day. That one is nice.
I've seen that one. It looks really cool.
Yeah. It's the biggest. It's so big.
Yeah.
Major, huge.
I could agree with
He's my main dude. He's my main homie.
Man, General Grievous.
Jing Grieve.
What do you got?
Oh yeah, mine here is I mentioned it in our last one, the Gundam Trion 3.
Woo!
It's from Gundam Build Fighters Tri. They use the word tri a lot in that series. It's a whole thing, but it kind of ties into another thing we're going to talk about a little later on. But it's basically like a super robot Voltron Megazord type Gundam.
Yeah.
It's a custom in the series that a guy made. It's like it splits apart into 3 smaller animals. There's a lion, as you can clearly see in the chest. There's a bird, as you can also clearly see, and then not so clearly seen, it actually turns into the third animal. It's like a stingray thing.
Ooh.
Yeah. I'll have to get some pictures of them like all separated.
I like you.
Yeah, the fact that it actually does do all that, and this is just a high grade, is pretty amazing engineering. I'll just go ahead and get the line because that's the easiest one to.
It's very Megazordish.
Yeah.
That lion.
It's got a giant sword.
Yeah.
As you can see.
Massive.
It's really big sword. Etc.
Ooh, he's almost finished. There's that lion boy.
Yeah.
That is awesome.
Yeah, you can see very clearly some, like...
I like the green eyes.
Super Sentai, yeah. Me too. Very, like, Super Sentai type inspiration, Voltron stuff going into it. And a thing called Gao Gaigar, which doesn't have as much of a knowledge in the West. But yeah, it's... really giant sword, like it uses a lot of parts from, I believe, the Zeta Gundam, and I actually had a whole lot of leftover parts because these come on, like, the sprues, you have to clip them out and everything, that's how Gundams work, and because this one uses so many parts from the Zeta Gundam, and it actually has its own, but it's actually its own parts in general, it'll use the whole sprue from, like, a kit from a part of the Zeta Gundam, and then the parts that are exclusive to this will also be their own sprue, so I just have a whole bunch of leftover parts sitting in a box somewhere, but I use those for customs usually, so that's kind of cool for me to just have, like, I can use these now, but speaking of this just as itself, the fact that it actually...
I like it a lot.
Yeah, me too, I picked it up at the Lexington one.
Yeah, one of my favorite ones that you've probably spotlighted over the past few episodes.
That's why I spotlighted it.
You have such a variety to choose, but
yeah, I
really like the coloring.
Yeah, it is.
All the colors mesh well.
Very Megazord.
Yes.
Very Voltron.
I'm in a very Megazord mood.
I can't imagine
recently, so it's sticking out to me a little more.
It stands out just a little bit, Yeah, the fact that, like, something like this that you actually build and then actually stays together so well, like, it's only a little finicky because the sword is just like all these, come off,
but even with
all that,
it still displays nicely.
Yeah, the amount of, like, movement you get out of this, like, it's not hindered at all by the fact that it transforms, and that's rare.
Unlike the other toy I've brought, if you leave it up, he falls. We'll get into that.
Well, yeah, we'll get into. I mean, it's old. It kind of looks like it wasn't really meant to.
No, it wasn't.
Stand up, no pun intended, to scrutiny. Yeah, the Gundam Trion 3. It's one of my favorites out of the Build Fighters line, which I'm hoping to do another season because just like the designs that come out of that, like taking an existing Gundam, like this one here that I'm not spotlighting is the Gundam Amazing Exia.
Yeah.
And it takes just the Gundam Exia, which is like an existing one. It swaps out some parts, and it added this whole jetpack to it. So that's why I like Build Fighters. It's like, here's another version of this thing. Like, if they did like Gundam Star Wars fighters build whatever, and they had like a Grievous with a jetpack and like a really like different ears or something, you'd buy it.
Oh, of course.
So that's why I like that. I'm hoping to do another season. I like all the Build Fighter stuff. I like, because as a customizer,
you think they will?
I think they will, because it's made a lot of money. Like, they're still...
Yeah, that's what's going to speak.
Yeah, they're still making like side stories, and for those, they're like still putting out new kits. So if it keeps making money, they'll make another one, and I'm pretty confident they will.
Yeah.
Because it's led to what's known as the newest Gunpla boom.
Solid.
Yeah.
Like it.
Gunpla being a combination of the words Gundam and plastic model. But I've not been in anime.
Yeah, it sounds like a hipster thing.
Yeah, whatever.
Combining words and whatnot.
Stupid Japanese robot.
Stupid Super Sentai.
So, we saw a movie.
Yep.
Not together.
Unfortunately. Had a
almost.
Couple things come up, but...
Yeah, we almost saw a movie together.
Yeah, it came close, but then I was just like, I can't commit.
Yeah.
I got commitment phobia and I can't do it.
Understandable.
But what movie was it?
It was Voltron, right? It's not Voltron. There's a live action Voltron movie. That's what it looked like to me.
Oh yeah,
Something like that.
it was a different title.
Yeah. Mega Fighters.
You're getting closer.
Yeah, it was Power. We saw Power Rangers.
Power Rangers.
I can't keep up the snark and the thing for too long there. We saw Power Rangers. It's a toy movie, so we're gonna talk about it. Fuck you.
Like we said several episodes ago, we're gonna try to review all the toy-related movies that come out this year.
Yeah.
There's gonna be quite a few.
We briefly touched on Lego Batman in an episode. That counts.
Yes.
We'll get to Transformers when that comes out.
Yeah, we'll have the Transformers review on a couple platforms you all can listen to.
Yeah.
By that time.
And today I'll get into a little bit of what I'm hoping for in this movie, but
this is gonna be, I guess, our main spotlights today. We're gonna kind of go into a little more depth on Power Rangers as the movie, kind of the franchise, what we want to see from it going forward. Touch a little bit on the toy products of the past, and then we are going to talk a little bit about some of our hopes going forward, like you with Transformers.
Yeah. Celebration.
Yep, Celebration.
Yeah. But yeah, Power Rangers. What'd you think of it?
Man, I loved it. I know there's nitpicks you can go into, but just the overall feel, I felt like I was 5 years old again watching the show, and I loved it.
There's a lot of love put into it.
Yeah.
There's a lot of
like a couple of us said, the third act was rushed. Yeah, but that doesn't hinder my
it didn't bother
viewing.
me.
Mighty Morphin is what they based it off, and that's classic. That's my favorite one, just because it was the first one I watched, the first one they did. I know you are a big In Space fan, which I love that one too.
I was aware of Mighty Morphin. I watched it a little bit with my cousin, but I didn't really jump on board.
Yeah, see, my thing was always the Mighty Morphin.
And I like it too. It's all it's all great.
Oh yeah,
for what it is, but
it's great, cheesy, just perfect, and they blended that well with this. Like all the trailers leading up to it, we saw that they were moving a little more serious,
and I was
adult direction. Yeah, which was cool because they were catering to kids, but there was also enough for people that grew up with the franchise.
Oh yeah,
like our age.
Oh yes.
So I think that mesh worked.
They did it well.
Yeah, for the 2 hours on screen.
Really did a good job developing the characters, I thought.
Yeah, really good character development. Which is probably why the third act was rushed a little bit.
Felt rushed. Yeah, I think it was exactly what it wanted to be, but
yeah, it just turned into the TV show at that point, which was A-okay.
Yeah. The whole I like that they did they catered to kind of the Tumblr crowd a little bit. They had an autistic one and they had a lesbian one or something, and it was there.
Girlfriend troubles?
It was there. It didn't distract from it. They could have stopped the whole movie and said, well, we're okay with that. We're but no, they just, okay, cool, whatever. They just move on. They just treat it like it's normal, and that's how you do that.
Plus, they want to be politically correct today, which I get.
And I've said before, I'm not
2017.
I'm not a fan of political correctness, but I don't go into this movie looking for ideological whatever. It did it. It didn't distract from me. I think that's just the way to do it, right?
Yeah, they tried to make it as realistic as you can make something like Power Rangers be.
Yeah. And they didn't make the autistic kid mentally handicapped. He's just a little quirky.
See, I enjoyed Billy.
Yeah, he was great.
He's probably my favorite Ranger.
He might be mine too.
And I like that guy as an actor. He hasn't done very much, but I saw him in the last movie he made, and he was really good. And then when I found out he was making Power Rangers, it got me excited for him. Because most of the Rangers are pretty much unknowns.
Yeah, which is
good. The Yellow Ranger, she's like a singer. Apparently,
yeah.
I didn't know, but I don't think she's really been.
I haven't seen him.
She's done much acting.
Yeah, it fits, because then you just see him as the character.
Who was your favorite Ranger in this movie?
If not Billy. No, it's Billy.
Yeah,
it's Billy.
Good old Billy.
Yeah, my favorite character though was Rita.
Just because you like the green, you like the Green Ranger.
Yeah.
Spoilers.
But even putting that aside, just her performance, I've heard people complain that her performance is too silly, and I'm like, In Power Rangers?
She
really?
was over the top, but
It's Power Rangers.
Yeah. Like, have you not seen the show?
Yeah. What do you mean this Power Rangers movie is too silly at some point?
Yeah.
You don't say. I mean, I get, like, the complaint is that, like, well, they weren't going for that with the rest of the movie. I'm like, yeah, but it's still Power Rangers.
Yeah, at the end of the day, as serious as you want to make it, it's still
based on
far-fetched,
yeah,
and dumb.
Yeah, and that's why you love it.
Yeah, that's why it's awesome.
Yeah, I did like the joke about the Yellow Ranger at the end because, like, in the Japanese footage, the Yellow Ranger's a guy.
Yeah,
so they're like,
yeah, her little brothers or whatever arguing about it.
Which is again why it's probably that's the most fitting one to be the whole LGBTQ whatever.
Which
again, I'm
leading
fine
up to
with
it, they're like, oh yeah, she's gonna be the first gay ranger, but
it's not.
If I watched that movie, if I was like 10, I probably wouldn't have been picked up on it.
Just like it's just throwaway line.
Because even just that girlfriend trouble is they don't go into that. They don't delve into that anymore.
And even like her family,
I probably just would have thought Zach would have been trying to be funny.
Yeah, and even then, like, her parents are kind of weird about it, but they're not like. They're not being the typical, like, oh, you need to be normal.
They actually show their parents in this.
Yeah. I also like...
That was a change.
Yeah. I also like that... Well, in Ninja Storm, the guinea pig was the Asian kid's dad.
Yeah, but like in terms of the Mighty Morphin stuff. No Bulk and Skull.
Oh, I know.
Unfortunately. Maybe going forward.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
Just get them back. I mean...
They're not doing anything.
Yeah.
They need the money. They're at every con imaginable. I think they go to like 3 cons a weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. They just go to different cities.
I believe that. Besides, being no Bulk and Skull, which, that was a bully. They should have just said, oh, come on.
Yeah.
Bulk Skullington or something.
Yeah.
Really no big complaints for me. I like the fact that they actually are teenagers with attitude. Like, even in the original, which I have no qualms with that, but they call them that, but they're really like,
and I love
they're always doing goody stuff.
Yeah, Zordon's rules are the exact same ones from season 1 of Mighty Morphin.
Zordon was great.
Yeah,
I liked Cranston a lot. I mean,
yeah, he was. I just love that opening scene where it gives him and Rita just that background,
and it's you get enough of it there.
Yeah,
I guess if I could could say they could have done anything better to kind of tie the whole tone together. Maybe have an action scene in the middle where they morph one time.
Yeah, they held off quite a bit on that.
And they fight like that, and then they're like, how'd we do that? And then they have to kind of figure out how to do it again. Yeah. But, because, Billy did the one time. I think that should have been, and they should have done that as an action scene, fight some putties or whatever. Yeah. And then go Zord at the end. But it really, like, these are just,
these are just minor things. Like I've been meaning to go see it again. I'm gonna go see it again soon.
Yeah, I might. It might have helped that I snuck in like a couple jiggers of cherry vodka.
Ooh.
And me and Dave snuck in some alcohol to this one.
Yeah.
Which the theater we went to serves alcohol, so it was more just a matter of it's the equivalent of sneaking in candy.
Basically,
we weren't stealing any money or anything. Just I don't want to.
I don't want to pay that price.
But yeah, I had a good time. I was thoroughly entertained the whole time I watched it. Really no glaring flaw. Like there's minor things. The Krispy Kreme thing didn't bother me.
Yeah, I mean I take it or leave it.
I noticed it, but it didn't take away from it for me. It's like, okay, it's on the Krispy Kreme, whatever. Any store could have been built in that location.
True.
It's a plot point, but it is a plot point. It's not just they don't stop the movie to advertise Krispy Kreme. Except when Rita has a bite of it, but that's still kind of fun.
I just liked some of the Easter eggs.
Yeah.
Just some of the classic lines like Alpha saying "ay ay ay."
Yeah.
Things like that.
I liked Alpha.
Yeah.
I liked him more than I expected to.
Me too.
Actually, he wasn't like this just annoying kind of Olaf little
Rangers.
Yeah. He could fight.
Yeah.
Which was awesome.
It was cool.
Yeah. Bill Hader did good.
Yeah, I've come around on wanting to maybe pick the toys up now. It's like I was all into it previously, like before I'd actually seen them in stores. I saw them in stores, like they're not as great. And then I was like, well, I'll wait to see the movie to see if I want to pick one up. Yeah,
which that one killed a lot of my enthusiasm. And the song is in the movie, and it's kind of the worst part.
Yeah, it was. But I think that's another reason that helped me before I watched this. Like, 'cause the excitement was high, then it went a little low with the Kanye trailer, and we just kept waiting for this movie to come out.
Yeah.
Like, for 10 straight months,
And
it seemed like we've been talking about it, waiting. So I was glad it, was finally released, and then expectations went down slightly.
Yeah.
I think just due to having to keep waiting that last trailer. So to have those rise after watching it, it was really satisfying.
Yeah, my expectations did get lowered because of like all that, but at that point, the movie itself did exceed
But I was excited going into it.
Oh, absolutely! I was like, no matter what, I knew I was going to have a good time.
Yes, that's what I'm paying the money for that ticket. Go and have fun, and
it's no fantastic.
Yeah,
Thank
when
God.
they break into the original theme song during the fight, that's when I was just like, I could have stood up and started cheering.
I almost did.
Yeah, so actually one person in my theater did. They didn't stand up, like they had the fist bump, started saying,
that's what I did. I was just like, yes.
Yep. Just like I did at the end of Split.
Yeah. Got the Rangers.
Yeah.
That
So,
Zord, take it off.
It's safe to say we both want a sequel.
Absolutely. I want to see, because if they do...
So they do have that little post-credit scene.
Yeah, Tommy
Oliver.
That's my favorite Ranger right there, the one that isn't even cast yet.
Yeah. Is it going to be a boy or a girl, though? Did you hear the news?
I don't care.
The Rangers right now want it to be a female.
Why not?
Yeah.
Doesn't matter. As long as it's a good
Tommy
character.
can be a girl now.
Yeah. Just spell it out.
If they're hot.
Yeah.
Bring it on.
Yeah, just make sure she's hot.
Yeah. That's my request.
What race did they not have yet?
They'll find it.
They could do an Indian girl.
Yeah.
Why not? They don't have one of those yet. Just go full Captain Planet, obnoxious and
why not?
multicultural. It's Power Rangers. Just have fun with it.
Speaking of the Green Ranger, I didn't catch it, but I heard about it and read about it. The original Green Ranger, Tommy, makes a cameo.
I heard about
along with Pink Ranger,
I
Kimberly.
didn't catch it either, but I did hear about it.
Next time I go see it, I'm gonna look for it.
I think
it's during the end.
I think my audience kind of cheered when it happened, so like I knew that it had happened, but I didn't see it myself.
Okay, yeah. I figured he would have been in there somewhere, but I wasn't thinking about it while watching.
I thought if any cameo, it would be Bulk and Skull.
Yeah, that too.
It could have been teachers. That'd be pretty funny.
Yeah.
They're just like the shitty, like, no one believes in you, give up on your dreams type teacher. Yeah, I like that they're in detention, too. That's how they kind of meet. Like,
it's very Breakfast Club in the beginning.
Yeah.
Which was cool.
And Jason easily could have been like the typical kind of jackass, like jock type guy, and they averted that hard, and I liked that.
Yeah, his development.
He's a nice guy.
Yeah, his development was really nice throughout the film. I love how they're all, they all are the misfits, so to speak. They're not really friends. I like the kind of the bonding they have throughout, when they're having the camp.
They even like stop and say, like, we don't know each other.
Yeah,
and that's,
they get to know each other, and they both in the beginning. I think it's Jason and Kimberly could both run away.
Yeah,
and just gets really kind of emotional and in depth.
Yeah,
which was a change to see.
And there's a bit of like a love kind of thing going between them, but they don't. Yeah, like they don't do anything. I kind of like that because it would have like.
Well, plus if they do make another one or two or three, they can always add to that too because the Red and Pink Ranger were never an item in the original series. It was pink and green.
Maybe going after Tommy with an eye.
Ooh, well, I like that.
Or Tommy with a Y. Who knows?
Either or.
It can happen. Anything can happen. It's kind of I think this is a great franchise to adapt because like you really don't have to be very precious with the lore because Power Rangers isn't very precious with its own lore. Yeah. So like who cares? Just
that's the thing. Like
keep the basic.
Nobody
kind of
in their 20s liked Power Rangers when it first came out because it's for kids.
Yeah.
But those kids now that are our age and even older, it's near and dear to their hearts.
Exactly.
So you got a whole new,
and then they'll
whole new
bring their kids
variety of people. Yeah,
watching Ninja, whatever. It's like this is where it all started, and and
and they're all on Netflix.
Yeah,
which I've discovered. may or may not have watched several episodes on Netflix since watching the movie for old time's sake.
Yeah, there was a Twitch stream, and I watched some of Ninja Storm on the Twitch because that's just when I happened to catch it. And that was in like 2005-ish, I think, 2005 or 6. It still felt like a very 90s show. It felt like Bible Man.
Well, what they did was...
Oh, Bible Man, actually.
Yeah.
Bible Man movie.
Yeah.
Why not? Come on, get on it, PureFlix.
We can do that in a future episode. Cast our Bible Man.
Let's do it. I mean,
Kirk Cameron.
Okay, yeah.
But other than Kirk, we can sit and think on it.
That'd be a good one, yeah.
Who do we want him to play?
I want Mel Gibson involved.
Oh, of course.
If he's going to do superhero movies, he's going to do the Christian one.
My top picks for any movie I'm ever going to pitch is Mel or Arnold has to be involved somehow.
Yeah.
But like even with Megaforce, which was done in 13 and 14, it was a 20-year anniversary for Power Rangers, and because like what they do now is they'll have 2 seasons of that current installment, so it'll be 40 episodes total. So for 13, it was the 20th anniversary. They brought those current Rangers back to high school to get it more of a Mighty Morphin feel.
Nice.
Which a lot of people don't really care for that particular series.
Megaforce?
But I think it's more the showrunner's fault. They're pretty lazy with the storyline.
I talked to a guy at Barnes & Noble, because
the cast is actually pretty nice and actually had potential.
Well, the guy at Barnes & Noble, he knows all about the Sentai, Japanese series.
Yeah.
And I know a bit about that, but he went on to tell us that, Megaforce was kind of meant to be a celebration, but the Japanese version was a really, they got every Ranger back to come in and do it, every Red Ranger. If they were called,
that's what they've been doing since Saban bought it back.
Yeah.
A couple years ago, they had the Samurai. Then they had Megaforce, and the next season would be called Super Megaforce.
Yeah. So
they'd add the Super on the part, and then with Super Megaforce.
What do you mean Disney gave up a franchise?
Yeah. Go figure. But so with Super Megaforce, when they would be fighting, they have a special little device so they can click and go to Legacy Rangers.
Yeah.
So they can fight as the Mighty Morphin or in space, Galaxy, Dino Thunders, etc.
It's one guy going through all the suits.
Yeah.
Okay.
That Red Ranger can be,
Which
Dino Thunder Red Samurai. So it's kind of cool from what I've seen.
Yeah.
It gets a little dragged out at times because it's, all right, where they're going with that. Yeah. It was kind of cool. And they introduce another Silver Ranger, which we don't get that much.
Yeah.
So there's actually some good things out there. It's just... It's 24 seasons now.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't realize.
It's overwhelming.
Yeah. I didn't realize there was over 800 episodes, but
it's still going.
I think it's been nonstop since '93, so that in itself is impressive to not even have a hint of being canceled.
Yeah, and see,
if there's always new kids getting into it, especially, which was I think really cool with that every 2 seasons where they switch it up.
Yeah, I'm okay with that. A lot of people were kind of mad when, In Space, when they started just shifting off the cast, but,
it's kind of, I think it's healthier as for the franchise as a whole. Of course, you're gonna have people, you may fall in love with that, that specific installment, but there's really only so much you can do with those storylines.
Yeah, and, you gotta kind of, new people are going to jump on, and, you don't really expect some kid to go and watch all 800 of episodes of Power Rangers.
You don't want to see people in their 30s as Power Rangers.
Yeah.
For 20 episodes, generally.
Unless
it's Tommy.
Yeah.
Which he's come back for several
I've heard
different
that.
series.
And
He's a Black Ranger and Dino.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh. I mean, I'm okay with them coming back to do,
they do some guest spots, and, Tommy was a doctor in, the Dino Thunder, so take that as you will.
Sure.
So it's kind of cool to get that.
I hear either Bulk or Skull as a doctor in real life.
I think Skull.
Good on him.
I think.
I mean,
could be wrong.
One of the voice actors from the English Double Gun went on to be a dentist in Canada.
It's Dolph Lundgren, isn't he?
Yeah,
what is
physicist. Yeah. It's good when people get educations and also act. And what's his name? Kim Jong is a doctor.
Yeah, Kim Jong.
Yeah.
Gay boy.
Yeah.
But I actually brought
that's right.
the Zeo figure.
Yeah.
From 96. I used to play with this thing all the time as a kid.
Good old Starface.
Yep. I was trying to look for some I had tons and tons of Mighty Morphins, but they've got lost. They've broken or
I know somewhere
gotten sold.
Somehow I've actually got like a headless Astro Megazord from In Space. Ooh. Yeah. I wish I had the head on it though, because that I thought when I was like that age, I thought that was so cool. It's like a little space shuttle that flies off and becomes a head.
Of course, being a big fan of the movie like we were, it's gotten me back into looking for my old Power Ranger toys, and I've stumbled upon this Zeo and started bringing back some good memories. Because this was like the first big installment after Mighty Morphin. Because they had Alien Rangers, but that was only 10 episodes.
Yeah.
So Zeo was like the original kickoff post Mighty Morphin.
I think Zeo, ironically,
and it was right before Space.
I think it's the one that I have like the least memory of.
Yeah, I don't like once I started researching or like just looking at stuff up again, I started to recall more.
Yeah.
But my big memories are with Mighty Morphin and the space stuff.
Yeah. I think it's the dumbest reason, but I was a kid. But the reason that I really jumped onto In Space more than Mighty Morphin was, and this is the dumbest reason ever, but I liked the helmets more because like with Mighty Morphin, they had like the fake mouths that never moved, and that always I was like, why is that there? And then within Space, they just had like
he's smiling, he's frowning, we can't tell.
Yeah. And within Space, they just had like the Optimus Prime-esque face mask, and I was like, that's better. I like that, and I like space stuff, so I jumped on board. And
it's actually a really good series.
It is. It's from memory one of the better ones.
Oh yeah, it's among definitely top 3, top 5 for sure.
Hopefully that like if they do the movies like a season per movie, then hopefully they'll get to In Space. I'd like to see
I'd like to see it. I just don't know.
Yeah,
maybe. Depending on how well this goes.
Yeah, if they're gonna do 7 movies, and sure, why not?
Yeah, I could definitely see that.
I at least want one more.
I think we can get a trilogy out of this.
Yeah,
the actors are young enough and seem pretty on board with everything.
Yeah,
just even getting big players like Cranston.
Yeah, he did get kind of Godzilla again though, where he's like, I mean, he's still Zordon. He's a big part, but he did kind of get pushed aside, which is fine. I would have liked him more in Godzilla, but for this it makes sense. He fits Zordon. He looks like him.
Yeah, just how popular and big he's gotten over the last 20 years.
Yeah,
but to have kind of,
especially since
one of his starts was with Power Rangers. Yeah, and Billy, of course, is named after him.
Billy crams tons.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, I'm glad they kept that in it.
Yeah, it was just a lot of fun.
It was. It's a good movie. It's perfect. But
it's gotten me a little bit more back into the franchise and kind of looking for older Mighty Morphin stuff that I've missed out on. And
if I can find my old.
Remember the flip heads?
Yeah.
I used to have all those, and I just can't find them.
I think I had the green one.
Yeah,
of course.
Tommy with the ponytail. Yeah. So. But I see them at cons all the time, so I may have to pick one up sometime in the future.
I might have one in a bin somewhere that's like out of the box I might grab.
I had so many Mighty Morphin toys of like the 4-inch, 6-inch. They even had 10s and 12s. Yeah. Like they were everywhere.
Yeah, which is kind of amazing because like the show itself has so little of a budget. Like, they pay the actors and they shoot the like out of costume scenes, and then they'll use the stock footage, and then there's like a few scenes that they can actually, when they actually finally get access to the costumes from Japan, they'll ship them over and they'll shoot some scenes with that when they need to interact. But for the most part, it's really low budget, so kind of surprising for such a huge merchandise-driven franchise that it is. Yeah,
I was reading about a year ago about like behind the scenes of Mighty Morphin and how those actors just didn't make any money.
Yeah.
Like they were doing all these episodes, working all these hours a week, and most of them were roommates.
Yeah.
Because they couldn't even afford to get their own place.
Yeah, it's like, Saban picked up the Japanese show for like dirt cheap, and he's like, well, we can do something with this. And he's like, when they have a costume, we can just make anyone talk. And then he just kind of went from there.
Yeah, so it's quite impressive to almost be 25 years old next year.
Yeah.
To going strong, and then adding this whole potential cinematic universe is just another step
which I am perfectly fine with.
Yeah. So overall, all for it.
Yeah, definitely. Give us more Power Rangers.
Yeah, might be getting a couple more Power Ranger reviews in the future on here.
Yep. Every time there's a movie, we're going to do a review of it.
Yes.
Yeah. I don't know. I guess that's all. Ratings. Do we do ratings on here? Sure. Let's do ratings. What'd you rate it?
As a movie, probably 3.5 out of 5.
Yeah.
But in terms of having fun,
Yeah.
high 4.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd say probably a solid. I'd say like 80, 85 as a movie.
Mm-hmm.
As an adaptation, like 90.
Yeah. So
It's
good.
It's good, yeah. If you're a fan of Power Rangers, you're gonna like it.
Yes, I can't see how you really.
Yeah. If you're
won't
not a
like
fan
it.
of Power Rangers, you'll probably still like it a little bit at least. There's fun in it, you know.
Yeah, there's something for everyone.
That's a nice breath of fresh air from all the kind of samey seeming superhero movies.
Yeah, I did like this change. You know,
Yeah.
it is a superhero origins
It
type
is.
movie, but it's different enough
It doesn't feel like a
to where
Marvel
you're not
movie.
exhausted.
Yeah. It doesn't just feel like, oh, here's another. It doesn't feel like another comic book movie because
It's not gonna be like 5 years later. Wait, was that in the first one or
Yeah.
second? They all run together. No, I
This
think
one will
you'll be
stand
able to
out.
distinct
Yeah.
what is what.
Yeah, this one will. I mean, I would say it's probably, on a technical level at least, as good of a movie as Pacific Rim is. I personally like Pacific Rim a little better, but that's just personal preference. I'm not gonna. If you disagree, I'm not gonna fight you on it. But I would say that I might fight Dave.
Yeah.
No,
You just want to.
Yeah. Actually, we both kind of said, we're sick of having that conversation, but
It'll never die.
it won't because someone keeps bringing it up. John Wick's a good movie. Anyways, I forget what I was
Let's do Transformers talk.
Yeah, why not? So, kind of what we're looking forward to with Transformers is happening soon.
Yeah. Is it June or July?
I thought it was May.
Is it May? That soon?
Let me just keep talking. I'm gonna
Might
look
be.
at it. Do you have anything you're looking forward to with it? Because I'm like,
I think
quite a few things.
I'm actually I'm going to see it.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to the review. Mainly for your sake. But the trailers actually make it come off as potentially being the best one.
Possibly.
But
I maintain the
it's
four's the best one.
I really
except
don't know
for-
what my favorite one is. I probably had the best memories watching one, just because I was younger.
It's June.
Okay, June
23rd.
All right, yeah, that's about right. I probably I only saw 4 once in the theaters. I've only seen 3 once, maybe, and I've seen 2 a few times. That's just because I loved Megan Fox then.
Yeah.
And I liked 1 was always my favorite, but that could change.
I'd say 1 is probably the closest to being a genuinely good movie.
Yeah.
Because it feels like it's
Yeah, I
like,
didn't really feel the hate after watching 1.
Yeah, it's like
Even
Armageddon,
2, it
Michael
was
Bay.
kind of like
2's the worst one.
even leading up to 2, there wasn't that much hate. But once 2 was actually released, that's when all the
Double Jar Jars.
everything came out.
Yeah.
Was just not good look.
And I think 3 was better than 2. A lot of people disagree.
See, I don't even remember that much of 3.
There's nothing to make you mad. That's what you don't remember.
I guess.
It's not as good
It's
as the first
forgettable.
one, but I'm gonna say 4 is my favorite one, not because it's the best, but because it's the
Wahlberg.
yeah, and it's the first one that just kind of is like, all right,
Well,
this is a Michael.
it was
Bay
a new
movie.
direction.
Yeah,
Just getting rid of, the Shia era.
it's kind of like this is a Michael Bay movie. We're not going to do anything good. We know it's bad. Let's just go and know.
Yeah, it's the 4th one. You know what you're getting yourself into if
Yeah.
you buy a ticket to this.
Exactly, and a lot of the really dumb 80s robot type humor was taken out of it. Like you had the Wally looking guys with the googly eyes, but Michael Bay of 5 years ago would have had him talk and have a really stupid voice, and they were just kind of quiet and kind of deadly, which that was funnier than if they had said some stupid one-liner. It's not a good movie. I'm not gonna. If you hate any of the Transformers movies,
Yeah.
you're not wrong.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna defend them, but I haven't really been mad at any of them except for 2.
Fair enough.
Yeah. Anything you're like hoping to see in this one, particularly?
I just want to see some good action scenes.
Yeah. Pretty much. I've given up on it being a good movie.
Yeah, I've kind of given up on like story and character development.
Yeah. It's like, all right, I want to see some cool.
At this point, I just want to
fighting.
see some robots.
Yeah, I want to see robots fighting robots, and I want to see
my money's worth.
I want to see this character on screen that I like. And
Yeah.
the one I've been hoping for since day one, and they haven't even hinted at it until I'm kind of thinking this one is Unicron.
What do you think?
Well, Unicron, just to give a little backstory, he first showed up in The Transformers, the movie, the 80s cartoon
the
movie.
80s.
And he's a planet. He's like, planet air quotes, like planetoid size, about a little bigger than the moon, Earth's moon. Transforms into a robot and eats planets. He's been kind of in and out of the franchise since the movie. The movie showed up, and he was just kind of like, oh, what's this big guy? And ever since then, they've kind of made this whole backstory for him where he's like, basically the Transformers equivalent of the devil, and Cybertron also transforms into Primus, the Transformers equivalent of God. They've got 12 apostles and Optimus Prime's Jesus. Because there's the 13 Primes. They kind of talk about those in Transformers 2. But Optimus was one of them. He like, 12 apostles and Jesus. Optimus is the Jesus out of it. You got your 13. Really obvious symbolism. Unicron's just a cool character. He's a big guy with a bunch of horns on him. Really horny guy.
I love those horny guys.
Yeah, really big and horny. And from what I'm seeing a lot of big robotic horns sticking out of deserts and stuff. I'm seeing planets flying around, so I'm thinking this will be the one that gets
like I said, I kind of like the trailers.
Yeah.
It's gotten me hopeful, at least.
It's got nothing. It
that
looks
it
like
could
this
be
is,
could be the best. Who knows?
It could also be the worst. Who knows?
Very true. Yeah, at this point, that's why I'm just wanting some good action.
I'll buy it on Blu-ray either way because I own every other one. It's I'm not gonna break the streak. Yeah.
Us collectors know how that goes.
And if I see Unicron and they do him justice in that, like he actually does stuff, like if he just shows up and kind of looks all menacing, he's like, oh, it's a big thing in the sky, and then they beat him, and I'm like, fuck you. But if they actually do something with him, I'll be happy.
So how are you feeling about the toy line?
I haven't seen much of it, actually. It's not in stores yet that I've seen. Yeah. I've seen a few like online, like the Japanese ones are out on TF Source, and so far the only one out is this, what was his name? I forget his name, but he looks like the Predator.
Ooh.
Yeah. Which they had another one that looked like the Predator in an earlier movie, but they've got the truck guy. I've seen the designs for other toys, but they're not for sale yet. Hound looks good. It looks like a kind of an improvement on the last one. I haven't seen any Optimus yet, so I'm kind of wondering what that'll be. I'm not going to buy a Bumblebee toy because I never have. For a movie.
Come on.
Fuck Bumblebee.
Yeah.
Fuck him and his spin-off. That'll be the first one I don't see.
Gonna break the streak.
Well, it's a side movie. It's like it's not part of the saga.
It's the Rogue One.
Yeah, I'm daving on the Bumblebee movie,
Yeah.
But he finally saw that. Did you hear?
No.
He liked it.
Good. About time.
Yeah. Well, I guess if we get a Unicron, I'd like to see a good Unicron toy because we haven't really had a great one since Transformers Armada, which was in like the early 2000s. We had a decent Unicron with Transformers Prime in, like, I want to say 2013, 2014, but it's like normal size. Like, he's not, particularly big. Like, the Unicron that I got for Transformers Armada is like a good 2.5 feet tall. It was a big guy. It kind of emphasized, this is a planet. So I'm hoping we get another one of those. At this point, I really just don't have expectations. Yeah.
I just want to see some cool action.
Exactly.
So even if there's nothing, I won't walk out disappointed.
Unless the action is stupid. Like bad stupid, not good stupid.
Yeah.
If it's good stupid, I'll be fine.
And if it's good,
great.
Rock on.
I kind of expect Mark Wahlberg to just... If he's as good, air quotes, as he was in the last one, if he's the happening Mark Wahlberg again, I'm fine. Because, that made the movie.
Wahlberg is Wahlberg.
Oh, you want insurance? my goddamn spaceship insurance? Just chugging a Bud Light. Sweetie, hit me my space gun. If he does something, if it's that Mark Wahlberg, great. If it's good, like the fighter Mark Wahlberg, great.
Yeah, that's the thing with
there's,
Wahlberg.
There's no bad Wahlberg.
There really isn't.
Anything I know you don't collect Transformers, but if there's
I still might get that one. Was it Titan's Return?
Yeah, the Megatron.
Yeah, I still will probably get that once my money builds up.
Yeah.
In several months from now.
Yeah, I will almost definitely have that in the next couple weeks.
Well, if there's something that really catches my eye, I'll consider it.
Like I've got it; it's paid for. I'm just kind of waiting to see if there's another thing I want to get the free shipping, or if I'm just gonna say fuck it and ship it as is on TF Source. Yeah. Is there anything you want to see in the toy line? Anything that would make you take the plunge?
I'm curious to see the Megatron and Optimus mainly.
Yeah. I really hope they improve upon the toy design.
And I'll get Bumblebee just to make you mad. Actually, I won't. I don't want to spend that money.
No. I respect your opinion to get all the Bumblebee toys in the world because he's your favorite character, but I disagree.
Yeah, I've got just a room dedicated to Bumblebee.
I believe that. I've seen it. It's
like,
very
you know how like
yellow.
rooms can have fans?
Yeah.
Like when I hit the fan switch, it's just a Bumblebee noise. Yep.
And movie clips strung together. Yeah, all I'm hoping for is if like they do, there will be an Optimus toy. Obviously, I'm hoping that they don't just like reuse the mold from the last one because, save for Evasion Mode Optimus Prime, which was the kind of a merging of the original G1 design and the first 3 movie designs, which is a phenomenal toy because I bought like 3 of them. I made customs. Besides that, the Optimus toys weren't that great. And it's like with my...
that's why I'm hesitant about the actual movie adaptation. Because some, like, for instance, like Batman stuff.
Yeah.
Or, I don't know, what other franchise is really cool, but the actual movie toys weren't that great. There's instances like that.
Jurassic
that don't.
World, I guess?
Yeah,
that's more
but we didn't really get any of those.
Yeah, that's more the problem with that.
But you know what I mean? Like, something that looks cool just in its own right. But then, like, the actual movie adaptation one tries to do too much to it to make it different and stand out and just looks awful.
Yeah. That is really, like I said, with Galvatron.
That's why I wasn't that big into the Bale Dark Knight toys as much.
It works for the movie, but like as a toy, it's just kind of like, if you're a fan of the movie,
it's passable.
Like it, if you're just wanting a good Batman toy.
Yeah, I guess that's what I said. I'm kind of curious to see how the Optimus and Megatrons turn out. Because that's the ones if I was gonna collect Transformers, those are the top 2 I would always be getting. Yeah,
I always get the Optimus Primes. I get a decent amount of Megatrons, and I get like Nemesis Prime, which is usually just an Optimus Prime with in a black coat. But I'm kind of hoping that they do a new mold for Optimus and they work on it, because some of my problems with Galvatron from the last episode also apply to the Optimus from that movie, which is why I didn't buy any of them. It's just the legs are the best part, and then like from the torso up, he just wears the truck as a backpack. You know, I don't want that. I just want a good I want to feel like as a robot, it's a good action figure, and as a car, it's a good model car. And there's very few that kind of perfectly toe that line, but I want a little better than the last one they did.
Yeah, that's about as much as you can hope for. Yeah. 5 movies in.
Pretty much. Well, according to Mr. Sunday, 5 is when they get good, because it happened to Fast and Furious and nothing else.
Yeah, that's true.
I haven't seen any of those, but I might just...
5 is when they actually...
Is that when The Rock showed up?
Yeah.
There you go.
Well, 4 is like when they kind of restarted it and brought back Walker and Diesel and like the original cast. And that was more of an intro movie, which wasn't very good. But then 5 was like legitimately pretty good. So if you're actually going to watch one, I would recommend 5. Yeah. 4 to kind of understand the storyline, just to get through, but 5 is actually good.
What about Fate? F8 of the Furious.
I'll see it, but
it
just looks ridiculous.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping it'll be dumb fun.
Yeah.
Kind of like the Triple X movie was.
I didn't see
in
that.
January.
I don't think I've seen any of those,
He
actually.
skis in the woods.
Okay.
That's what you need to know, how that movie is.
All right.
And doesn't crash.
Only Vin Diesel.
Yeah.
So you got Star Wars Celebration coming up.
Yeah, 1 week
That's right.
from this recording.
Yep.
So it's a big bucket list I've been wanting to attend for several years. Been saving up quite a long time. Thankfully, it worked out in my favor of being in Orlando, because I said before it was even announced, I said if it was coming to Orlando, I was going to go no matter what, just because I've got some family I can stay with down there, and basically all I'm going to have to worry about is stuff I want to buy at the con and some food.
Yeah.
So more with this time around being my first, I just want to take everything in. There's like 4 or 5 floors.
Wow.
Like it's massive.
I'll bet.
There's tons of panels, always something to do, something going on. They always have awesome props built in. I think at like the one at Anaheim 2 years ago, they had like an actual cantina you could go into.
That's fucking awesome.
Yeah, like
if they do that,
there's literally
like,
everything.
Yeah.
I'll be taking some pictures.
Oh,
and send for the show.
Yeah,
and,
those will be posted on the next episode. Which,
yeah, we'll have our celebration episode. Like,
yeah, the next episode is Celebration.
the autographs are going to be ridiculous, so I'm going to have to pick and choose who I want, because it's a lot of great people I want to get.
Yeah.
But also, like, Hayden Christensen's going to be there, Mark Hamill,
Wow.
like, big-time players, so I don't even know if I'll be able to get them, but just, like, see them, and Felicity Jones, who played Jenna, so just to see those type of people.
You mean Ray?
Yeah. Daisy Ridley. But I'm looking forward. I'm nervous about getting there, because it's going to be a lot of traffic.
Yeah. Are you
I don't want to, yeah.
Ooh.
Well, because where my family lives, it'll be, like a 40-minute drive.
Yeah.
But I don't know the actual traffic and parking to get in, because once they actually kick it off, I think might be when they show the episode 8 trailer.
Oh.
So I don't want to miss it. That's why I said
Oh.
I'm nervous about getting there on time.
Yeah.
There's going to be a lot of things to do, a lot of events, and it's a big bucket list. The next one won't be till 2019.
Wow.
So they'll probably go back to California again for that. So hopefully may save us some money and do a little Cali trip.
I have some friends in California.
Bring you all out there.
Yeah.
It's going to be a lot of fun. Try to pick up a couple figures. There's always figures I want to get. Yeah. But there's not one that I'm just going specifically for. So if I do that...
Sure there's not one?
There is one, but I want to save it for next time when we celebrate that particular figure.
Celebrate that legend.
I hope to have one to join you.
Hopefully.
So
take them side by side.
Yeah, that's the problem. Like, it's 4 days overall. Sunday's like a shortened day, but I don't think I'm going to get to go that day just because my flight is that afternoon.
Right.
Having to rush and stuff. Yeah. So I'll have the full 3 days. It's open for like 9 hours, and there's after events to attend. So
you gonna get any of those?
I might. The podcast we listen to, they're going to be having a lot of events at nights.
Slick.
Yep.
Yeah.
So we'll join them. They've got 3 things going on.
Wow.
And they only had one in 2012, the last time they did something. So they've got something on Friday night and 2 events on Saturday. So I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah.
Meeting them finally.
Yeah.
It'll be a lot of fun.
If you get any kind of like, hey, they're talking about toys.
Yeah, I will.
Talk about Star Wars on there sometimes.
We can do our best of 5s for them.
Yeah.
And get that sent off so we can actually
make us famous.
Even a bigger fan base.
Yeah, make us famous.
Yeah. So it's just going to be a lot of fun. I'm just wanting to enjoy the experience.
I'm looking forward to hearing about it.
Yeah, hopefully one of you all can go in the future. And
one day.
I wish they would come back to Indianapolis. That's where the first few were.
Wow.
How close is that, dude?
If that was like, we could drive there tonight if we wanted to.
It's only 2.5 hours from where we are.
Yeah.
By boat.
Yeah.
But those are the first few, and they just keep getting bigger and bigger and bigger.
Yeah,
so it
that's
makes
probably
sense to have
nowhere.
them in Orlando and Anaheim. So I was kind of predicting that this one would be in Orlando, which it was. The next one will probably be in Anaheim, and then they do some European ones. Like last year was Europe. So
Yeah.
but there's going to be a lot of cool guests, even if I don't get like Ray Park, who played Maul, or Sidious autograph, just to see them, and who knows, you can run into them just walking. Just the whole experience, just being basically almost a lifelong fan is something I've always wanted to do, dreamed of for several years, hardcore now.
Don't let your dreams be dreams.
I will be having Shia on full blast when I walk in. It will be bittersweet about Carrie, like we said. I don't know if they will or not, but I hope they have a little
I'm sure they
booth
will.
open for her. I know they'll have tributes and stuff.
Yeah.
Mark Hamill's actually going to lead a little ceremony for her there.
That's good.
So all the fans that couldn't attend her public memorial for her and her mother can kind of grieve their celebration.
Yeah, he's been posting a lot of stuff like on Twitter and Instagram about her lately.
Yeah. So actually be in the presence of Luke Skywalker and the Joker will be something.
And the Trickster from Flash.
Yeah.
A role that he has played in like 3 different incarnations.
Should I bring my Jumper DVD to get signed by Hayden Christensen?
I think you should. That or that.
I kind of want to get a Scooby-Doo poster signed by Sarah Michelle Gellar and Freddie Prinze. They're going to be there.
That'd be amazing. Not even the movie one. Just get him to sign like a Scooby-Doo poster, like the cartoon.
Yeah.
Or like an issue of Scooby-Doo.
Well,
Apocalypse.
that's the thing. That's what I was thinking. I probably won't end up doing it now, but I was actually seriously thinking I might get a Scooby-Doo poster so them two can sign it.
Yeah.
Then Matthew Lillard, who played Shaggy, is going to be at the Fandom Fest.
Oh.
That's close to us.
Yeah, it is.
So I could be like, all I'd have to get is a Scooby after that.
Frank Welker.
Yeah. He does cons.
Yeah. Probably a lot of Transformers ones because he's Megatron.
Yep.
That's a weird thing to think that Fred from
I know.
Scooby-Doo and Megatron are the same guy.
Crazy what some of those voice actors can pull.
Which, I mean, I'll say Frank Welker's probably the best voice actor to have ever lived.
I love him.
Yeah.
It would probably be, in terms of talent, he's up there. Mel Blanc would be the big one who did all the voices in the 50s and 60s for Looney Tunes.
Here's the thing about Frank Welker. If you've ever watched a cartoon with any kind of animal in it,
that's him.
If you've ever watched a cartoon, he's in it. He does the
He's the godfather of all that in my book.
Yeah, there'll never be another one like him.
No.
So he's got to live
He's
forever.
alive, though.
Yeah, he's got to live forever. We got to bubble wrap Frank Welker.
Yeah.
And Betty White.
We've done it with Stan Lee. It's working.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Stan Lee's at the point where he's just immortal now.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm looking forward to that, and then definitely looking forward to the Celebration episode recap we'll do on here.
Yeah, that's going to be
a lot of fun.
That'll be great to talk about. I'm really looking forward to just hearing about it.
You can actually stream it.
Really?
I think on StarWars.com, so like if you're just chilling at your house next weekend and want to see what's going on during the day. They have a live stream for it, like that just shows the whole convention hall.
Yeah.
And they'll have like Star Wars people, like that Star Wars show on YouTube.
Yeah.
It might be similar to that setup where they'll go and interview people and guests, cosplayers. So
yeah,
I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, I'm looking. Yeah, I might check that out actually, especially if they do like
you can be there, sort of
in spirit.
Yeah,
I'll be keeping an eye out.
I'll text you and see where you are at the live stream and try to try to get on TV.
It's like I can see this part.
Hi, Mom. I'm the guy in the Kitster shirt.
If you have one of those,
self-made.
You better wear it.
They have a Darth Jar Jar shirt for sale. I'll buy it.
Yeah,
because I've been wanting to get one.
I've seen a few of those around.
Yeah, I've seen them online.
If they do like a 360 video, because I know a lot of things do that now, I might do that because I've got the cardboard headset where you can do that, and that's pretty cool if you actually do that.
Yeah, I don't know how they'll be doing this live stream setup, but I know they'll probably have it when it first opens, and they'll show like the episode 8 stuff and the Q&As.
If they're smart, they'll show it the trailer, because if they don't, it'll be uploaded by someone's phone immediately afterwards. Probably your phone.
Probably not, but
someone.
I need to get it just so I can send it to you or someone else, and we can put it on our channel and
Exclusive.
get like, we got 500,000 hits in one day. We're massive.
Yeah.
Hey, they got a thing on here called Toy Isle too.
I like toys. I don't know what this is about.
Click. I'm hooked.
Yeah.
Binged it.
According to Dave, we're really good. I mean, that's some high praise, because Dave...
Coming from him, yeah.
Yeah, Dave doesn't like things.
He's the top critic in my book, so...
Yeah.
If I can just make him happy,
yeah,
I've succeeded in life.
The man who found problems with John Wick and Pacific Rim likes Toy Isle, so we're doing something right.
And Liar Liar.
Maybe. Yeah.
Out of the loop.
Liar Liar's great.